Welcome to Niche News Weekly Broadcast. Regional News. Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan inaugurated the second phase of the government's No to Drugs campaign against drug menace and substance abuse on November 14. He said that the state government is trying to control the flow of drugs aimed at ensuring a drug-free Kerala for the present and future generations. 10 more electric buses will soon be added to the e-bus stable of KSRTC. KSRTC opted for the e-buses to cut the high operational costs of diesel buses. While diesel bus service costs 37 rupees per kilometer, the e-buses can be operated at 23 rupees. The number of passengers also rose from 1,000 to 35,000 per day. The KSRTC has also set up charging stations for the e-vehicles at different places. Sports will be included in the state school syllabus from the coming academic year, according to Minister for Sports V. Abdurrahman. The minister launched Pularkalam, a comprehensive scheme for improving the physical and mental health of school students in Kozhikode district. The program is implemented in 75 schools presently and will be extended to all schools in the coming year. Magician Gopinath Mudgad is realizing his dream project, a universal empowerment center that focuses on the comprehensive development of the differently abled and through that provide them employment. The center at Magic Academy at the Kinfra Film and Video Park in Karakotam has Autism Therapy Center, Horticulture Therapy Center, different sports center, research center, performance venues, and many other facilities that the differently abled anywhere in the world can benefit from. A self-employment center for the mothers of differently abled children too is coming up alongside the Universal Employment Center. The center offers education of the differently abled children, training the area of sports and arts, and the mental, social, and health development. 80 differently abled children from government schools in the city began a tennis coaching program on November 14, organized by the Trivandrum Tennis Club in association with the Kerala Samagra Shiksha. The initiative aims for inclusive education. Over to national news. Prime Minister Narendra Modi attended the G20 summit on November 15 and 16 at Bali in Indonesia. The top agenda was food and energy security and post-COVID health issues. The PM will be inviting other world leaders for the next G20 summit, which will take place in India in September 2023. India announced its long-term strategy to transition to a low-emissions pathway by expanding its nuclear power capacity by threefold in the coming decade. India is also planning to become an international hub for producing green hydrogen and increasing the proportion of ethanol in petrol. Over to international news. 268 people were killed and more than 1,000 people injured in an earthquake in Indonesia's main island of Java. The epicenter of the 5.6 magnitude earthquake was near the town of Cianjur, where most of the victims were killed. 151 people remain missing, and the rescue operations are continuing. The UK government warned of impending tax hikes, especially for the wealthy, as it bids to repair the economic havoc wrought by Liz Truss's short lived tenure as Prime Minister. Rishi Sunak, the new Prime Minister, has vowed to control the inflation, even if it means more pain for consumers and businesses. Over to sports news. The 2022 FIFA World Cup is taking place in Qatar from 20th November to 18 December 2022. It is an international association football tournament contested by the men's national teams of FIFA's member associations and the 22nd FIFA World Cup. This is the first World Cup to be held in the Arab world and the second World Cup held entirely in Asia after the 2002 tournament in South Korea and Japan. France is the defending champion, having defeated Croatia 4-2 in the 2018 FIFA World Cup final. This tournament is the last with 32 participating teams, as the field will increase to 48 teams for the 2026 tournament. The opening match was between Qatar and Ecuador at Al Bayt Stadium. Qatar lost 2-0, becoming the first host nation to lose their opening game. The final will be held on 18th December 2022. England won the latest ICC 2020 World Cup, beating Pakistan for 5 wickets in the final match held at Melbourne in Australia. Pakistan scored 137 in 20 overs, and England scored 138 in 19 overs. India asserted its dominance in air rifle team events by claiming all the team titles in the Asian Airgun Championship in Daegu, Korea on November 13. Arjun Babuta, Rudrangish Patil, and Kiran Jadhav beat Kazakhstan 17-11 for the gold in the men's team competition. In the women's event, Mihuli Ghosh, Ilavenil Valerivan, and Meghna Sajanar had a 16-10 victory over Korea to win the gold. With this news, we come to the end of Niche News Weekly broadcast. I'm Mohsin Dosani, ISL faculty at Niche, signing the news for you along with Miss Sylvie Maximena, Niche faculty. See you again next week. Thank you.